gotta take the hits and bruises as you walk amongst the jungle. The breakdown, they gon' break you as long as you never stumble.
The following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Why do some make it? Why do some succeed? Why do others fail? Answer, it comes down to choices. Choices, hundreds of choices, thousands of choices that we make every day, every week, every month, every year. We make our choices, and then our choices make us. Let me repeat that again. We make our choices, and then our choices make us. It comes down to discipline. I know that's a word we don't like nowadays, discipline. You mean I have to actually deny myself? Yeah, there are certain things you don't want in your life if you're going to grow spiritually, and there are other things you do want in your life if you're going to grow spiritually. You show me a person who is successful at anything, and I'll show you a person that applied discipline.
You gotta take the hits and bruises as you walk amongst the jungle. The breakdown, they gon' break you as long as you never stumble.
Yo, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Conversations with Los. It's your boy Los, alongside with my host. Los, what up, bro? How you doing, man?
Everything's good, brother. Everything is good, man. How are you? How you been?
Doing good, bro. Just got back from Florida when took some time off to hang out with the family and hit the beach and relax for once. But yeah, brother, I'm back, re-energized, ready to kick ass and ready to take on whatever the world gives me,
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
But
yeah, man. So what you say you went to Saratoga, Florida?
I went to Sarasota, Florida. And we
Sarasota.
Yeah, we went to little beach. It's funny, yeah. And then Siesta Keys, Siesta Beach. So yeah, man, it's pretty dope, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah. But
man,
before we jump into anything else, I want to congratulate you, and I want to highlight your special moment that happened yesterday. You got baptized. Congratulations.
Oh, yes.
I know that's a humongous step. I myself am not baptized, but I know that getting baptized is really important. So congratulations, bro. I'm really proud of you, man, for taking that big step.
Thanks, man. Yeah, man, it's just it's just been something I've been wanting to do, man. Understanding what I understand, we talked about it too here, man. We talked about, spiritual warfare, things that happens that we can't see. So I just felt the need that just knowing what I've known and being at the level that I am in my understanding, of the religion, of God's word, I just knew that it was about time that I get dunked deep. The crazy thing is that I remember I was watching everybody. I think I was probably like, because my daughter came with me too, my daughter Destiny, and I'm just so proud of her that she that she came and made the decision to do it with me, being at such a young age, and for her to see the importance at this age, it truly made me proud. So I'm super, super proud of my daughter Destiny too,
nice.
For just making such a grown up decision at such a young age. Because at her age, really, kids are not thinking about this at her age, man. And even some people that are older, there are grown men and women that aren't thinking about their spirituality or thinking about where their soul is gonna go after this earth, And so, like I said, people were going before me. I think I wasn't the first, but I probably was like towards the last, but I remember everybody going back and like just, as they got dunked, like, right? They got dunked down, right? Quick, right? Like, when I went back down there, bro, I said, I just remember being in that water for like a good 10 seconds and feeling like hands lifting me up. But I'm like, nah, I gotta stay down here a couple extra seconds, man. I got the, I my children's mothers came and they I think she recorded it. So I just remember being back there for a little bit, man. Just an immense feeling of peace,
Yeah.
understanding that a lot of the things that I've done in the past is just it's just gone away, gone away, like literally forgiven and forgotten. Like, even though you do, I mean, don't get it twisted. Like when you do commit sin, man, when you do commit, you God forgives, but the consequence for your sin is still somewhere down the line. It's still, there is a consequence for the things you do. Yeah, he forgives, he's all merciful. But so, anyways, like I said, it was a beautiful thing. I appreciate it. And like I said to my daughter too, man, I'm just so happy that she made the decision with me. Such a grown-up decision from such, from being,
How old?
at such a young age. It's just awesome. Excuse me?
How old is she?
She's 13. She's
Nice.
13.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's bro. That's
Yep.
dope. Yeah, man. That's a big step, bro.
Yeah, man. Heck
Positive.
yeah, man.
You're
Listen.
perfect. That's you. I like when we talk about that because there's a lot that's going on, like you said, what we can't see, and the power of prayer is really important. And to stay prayed up, I pray with my son all the time before I drop him off to school. I do prayers for myself.
Nice.
And even before I run an order of t-shirts, a complicated order, I pray, you know. So,
Mm.
Prayer is important. It's really important,
Yeah.
and to be aware of that there's something going on beyond the capability of your vision, you know. So I think that's where the faith comes in too. Well, hell yeah, Los, that's dope, bro.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool that you do that too, man. Like praying with your kid before he goes to school, and even praying before your orders. That's super important. That's because that's what God wants. God just wants to be a part of our everyday lives. He wants. It's like he says don't pray to no other God, for I'm a jealous God. That's one of the one of the commandments, right? One of the commandments says God gave a commandment to Moses, right? And one of the commandments was don't pray to no other idol or other God, right? Don't pray to no other idol, no other thing, no other anything, because I am a jealous God.
Mm.
So like when you think about that, think about, like a jealous girlfriend. Like, I'm not saying, not saying God is that petty, but I'm just saying, right? You know how sometimes you got that girl who's like, hey man, why would you, how come you said hello to her, but you didn't say hello to me? You know what I'm saying to you? Why did you smile at her, but you didn't smile at me?
Yeah.
And the things that you can get, like, so it's very important to bring your everyday decisions with God. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you have your crazy order, complicated order, you pray. And that's important. That shows growth in yourself. And that's awesome, man. So that's awesome that you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
I'll be completely honest with you, bro. I wasn't always like this. It was just up to
Oh
these
yeah.
years where I was like, hey, I'm really grateful for what I have, because at one point, I wanted it. I wanted this to happen. I wanted what I have going on now, and to see it play out, and it makes me want to just set my goals to other stuff too, and some of those goals was, bringing God more into my life and praying and doing the stuff that I do. I'm not perfect, bro, by any means. I'm telling you, man, I'm not perfect, but I try to do the best
Oh yeah.
I can,
Yep.
but
And that's what it is. Listen to me. This is a different, this is don't all right. There's something I kind of want to say, like before we move on to any other, like I am the furthest person to ever even, trust me, bro. What you saying, I'm not perfect, that goes with everybody.
yeah,
But I'm not dumb. I understand that it's not about being perfect and being, that holy roller. Like, yeah, man, you should strive for it. I mean, that should be the goal of your life, to strive for that. You know what I'm saying to you?
yeah,
But man, in this times that we live in the time that we live in, with the mess that we live in, it's gonna be hard for you to roll like a true Christian, man. Like the way they really, like them old school Christian. Listen to me, brother. We know that Jesus Christ was sent down to die for us because we couldn't achieve that perfect level.
yeah,
Okay, This is why God sent his only son to die for us on the cross, because no matter what we did, we could not get to that level.
Yeah.
And he waited. He waited thousands and thousands of years, waited. It's like, yo, I don't think that they're gonna be able to do this, man. I just don't think, right? And then just imagine, right, that God had destroyed the earth before, right? In the Genesis, it talked about that that everything was so crazy. God brought the flood. Remember the flood and Noah built the ark, right? He saved Noah, right? And Noah saved the animals, right? Remember that story? Everybody knows that story of Noah's ark. So before that, right? Actually, when Noah built the ark, right? God destroyed the earth and everything in it because people were too. It was a mess. It was a mess. They said that he was so sorry that he created everything. He was like, wow, what did I do? Yeah. And he had to destroy it. He only saved Noah because there was only one person left there that he felt that was perfect or was righteous. I can't say perfect because there's only one person that was perfect, right? That's probably God and Jesus Christ, right? But so anyway, listen to me. My whole point of saying it is that I want people, whoever's listening to this to understand, man, that we're not going to be perfect, brother. And I know we heard this so many times, right? Because sometimes this stops people from getting close to God. It really does. Like, man, I can't do this because I'm not going to be bougie. I'm not going to be fake about it, And listen, brother, like I'd rather have some type of relationship. I'd rather have something than nothing.
Yeah.
I'd rather have something, right? Than try, right? And him knowing, I know you're trying, bro. I know that you're not perfect. Listen, man, I still smoke cigarettes, man. I still got things that and God's gonna deal with me and on my time, on his time, and on, what I'm saying to you, like God's gonna deal with me and but I want people to know that it don't have to be the way you think it is, man. Like I said, I'd rather try than not to at all. Because I've done it that way. I've done it not with him not there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like what I saw. Yeah. I don't like how I felt. You know what I'm saying to you? The emptiness. Just an emptiness. Okay. If anybody want emptiness, that could be the perfect word for describing how it feels to not have God in your life at all. It's just an emptiness. So let people just. I understand that I needed to be dunked in that water. I needed that ceremony of washing those demons clean there from the time I was a child till now. Yeah. From when my innocence ended till now, there's been a lot of crap that happened. Mm-hmm. And a lot of ugliness that has happened to me. So that stuff now is gone. Amen. It's gone. It's totally gone. So it's important for those who are struggling and who feeling that emptiness or watching this right now. Understand that you can reach for him, and that there'll be a feeling of, you're not gonna feel like what you think, like, like everything is just no. It's still up, but it's like I said, it's a work in progress, right? God will deal with you. So as long as you're putting him first, because he's a jealous God, and that's very important. So I appreciated him. Yeah, man.
Yeah, speaking of what God has done in your life, we saw a few weeks ago what God has done in Trump's life by saving him. In that attempt. A lot of information has surfaced now. The director from the Secret Service, she stepped down, and now the ex-deputy director, Ronald Rowe, I think his name is, he stepped up now, and he's the director of the Secret Service. But from what I hear, that guy is a Biden guy, and he was still, with the ex lady that got, her name is Cheeto. What's her name? Cheeto? I will hear Cheetos. Cheeto, that's her name.
Cheetos.
Yeah.
He said Cheetos.
Yeah, when they both went up to Capitol Hill, nobody's answering questions.
That's funny. Time out. I don't mean to cut you off, but that's funny that you said Cheetos, because I guarantee you there's about 80 to 100 other Hispanics that probably say it the same way. So they were like, yep, they say Cheetos. Lo que tú dijiste, como tú lo dijiste en el principio, eso era Cheetos. Sí, ese era, ese nombre, Cheetos. Like there's like 30 people saying the same shit right now. Cheetos. Oh no, Cheetos? What? No, I thought it was Cheetos. Oh no. That's funny you said that shit, bro.
Yeah, Cheetos, but so they went to the Capitol Hill.
I guarantee you, bro.
Yeah. and nobody is answering
Mm.
questions, you know. So
Wow.
he's still, that's a G, man. He's still doing his thing. You see him out there, you know. It's nothing stopping him.
Yeah.
He was in Georgia yesterday, bro. He was in Atlanta, Georgia, in the same place, the same venue where Kamala Harris was at. Did you see that crazy performance that she brought? She brought Megan Thee Stallion to her.
Mm.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen that.
Kamala Harris,
No.
or they stopped here in Georgia and they bought Megan Thee Stallion, and she was up there dancing and working, and I think Quavo was there as well. And from what I hear, 15 minutes into her speech, people started to leave. They were just there for the free concert. It was
Oh wow.
I mean, yeah, she was up there twerking and shit. You didn't
Yeah. Twerking, going crazy. No, I haven't seen it, but I gotta check it out. And I wouldn't, I would, I believe it, bro. I believe it, because but like you said, man, like, so you see how what God is. That was great. You said that, like how God is dealing with Trump's life too. Because I mean, when we first started talking about it, right, we were like, I don't know, something's kind of funny, something feels kind of funny, only because we know how serious the people who sent that dummy to kill Trump is.
Hmm.
Right. So to me, it's like almost like they have those Jason Bourne dudes, right, in the cut, but they didn't want to send them. They wanted to send somebody who was gonna get caught just to scare him a little bit. You know what I'm saying, too? To get him shook, to show him, hey, we can touch you. And they can. I believe they can. I believe if they really wanted to, he'll be gone. And it was that close. It was that close, man. Like, I don't think he was supposed to get that close. I don't think they thought that he was gonna. I thought that they sent him, like it's gonna be a debauchery, it's gonna debauchery, a debacle, like it's gonna be a whole mess. This guy's gonna, jack it up. He ain't gonna, but he almost hit him. If that dude ain't turned, how everyone thought that because he turned, oh, it was fake because he turned.
Yeah.
But remember, because of the distance, and we were talking about it kind of like that day, but we were kind of close. We were kind of right there on, we were almost on point.
Yeah.
What we were saying last time. Trust that. We're not too far off. It's exactly what we were saying, brother. But like the sound and distance, right? Like so the pop, he turned that first one past him, and he was already turned. And then that second one clipped his ear. The first bullet is the one that you see when you see that line behind his head that they show. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I seen
They showed a picture of the, I forget the word of it, but it's like
they got an AI.
it's a trail that the bullet leaves.
Yeah, on where
It's a trail the bullet leaves, yes. And you saw it behind his head when he turned the first bullet, and then the second one is when he grabbed, because the second one's the one that hit him. Oh, and then he ducked, because then he finally heard the pop. He felt his ear like, and then pop, then ducked. You understand?
Yeah.
So now that we're getting more information, we're seeing like that, okay, dang, because I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it just felt funny to me. It just felt weird. I was like, I'm not sure, man. I just wasn't sure. Hey, I'm all for Trump, but it just felt funny. It just, like I said, we know in history when they gotta hit their man, when they gotta hit, look how they did Kennedy, bro. And those are mob dudes, right? The mob and government a little bit, but more mafia guys. We know. Hey, it's not a conspiracy. Don't give me that conspiracy shit, bro. The mob killed Kennedy, and if you're dumb enough to think anything else, whatever. You know what I'm saying to you? But look how they did him in front of the world.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, his head. They hit him 3 times. Pop, pop, pop from different angles, but that dude didn't hit him, 1,000 yards away with a sniper rifle, like they try to say, But when they want it done, they're gonna get it done. I don't know, like I'm still kind of like, I really thought that Trump was gonna come out with his hand, swinging, blowing things up because they try to take him out, Because I know still, right? Even though Trump is for us, right? Like we like Trump, right? I know still he's holding back. I know still he knows some stuff, right? That we want to know, that we would love for a leader to step up and just be like, yo, no, this is all twisted. Look what they're doing, and blow it up, right? But they're still defending it. They still defend it, bro, in a way. Trust me, he knows some shit, and he's still holding back,
Oh
So
man,
it's just like that, man. It's just
yeah, it's
it's
crazy.
still it's greasy. It's greasy.
It is,
It's
bro.
definitely greasy.
I, I
Yeah.
I listened to the podcast Dan Bongino show, and man, he's an ex Secret Service agent, so he has connects and he puts it out there on his podcast, and it's pretty interesting, man. He drops an episode every single day except for Saturday and Sunday, and it usually drops around lunchtime, 12, 1 o'clock. It's out there like clockwork, and he's been doing it for a few, like I think like 5 to 10 years. He's up to episode number 2000 something. So he's up there, and he
Mm.
talks a lot about it.
Ah.
So yeah, that's crazy, bro. How it's just. And did you hear that his I guess the shooter's phone, they pinned his locations, and they found something about him being in Washington, and over there by the FBI building. I think it was 2 times.
No.
Yeah, that's the information that's out there.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's like you say, it's some greasy shit, man. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely some other shit, man. Like I know that there's more things that, and he's holding back too. Like you got to think about the fear. Like, oh wow, they just tried. Because it's like he had like this invincibility, the feeling invincibility, right? Like they ain't never gonna do nothing to me. They ain't never gonna, right? And now to think like, oh, they just done try to take me out.
Yeah.
They just really tried to, right? So there's the anger, but there's still like we got to be careful now, extra careful, because they just try to touch me, you
Yeah.
know. So like I said, I really wanted to see what was gonna happen after, if he was just gonna go forward and be like, you know what, with no fear and be a true leader, okay? Like the where I think that he could be, where I think somewhere where he could be,
He's got to win.
but it's like he's still playing it safe. He has to win first. Exactly. He has to win first. He has to get it. He has to get over, right? He has to get back there, and then we'll see if he just falls back or he just goes full force, right? And then just off with their heads. You're gonna see down the line, like all them people that are in charge right now. That Biden, I can't even say a machine. I can't give you that compliment and call the Biden anything that has to do with Biden a machine.
Yeah.
The Biden mess that is there, his all his fingerprints that are still left, right? He's gonna wipe his DNA clean of that White House.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Biden's DNA's got to get wiped clean as soon as Trump wins this election, bro. And then maybe he'll come and be what I know, and truly be open with us, man. Because
Yeah.
we're living in, our country, man, brother. It's really sickening, the things that I see, man. Like when I see a lot of things, man. Oh man. Anyway, I don't want to go into that.
Oh, why
I don't
not?
want to go into that right now. But anyway,
Okay.
so I'm just saying, brother, like, because I'm just saying the things you see, man, the things that you really see, like everything, man, like, the way the people are, right? It's the way the government is running, right? Everything, just the times that we're living in, man. If and then think about this too, man. Like I think about how come, what makes us, what stops the real crap from happening that happens in other places in the world, like war, like
Mhm.
serious war, right?
Yeah.
What is stopping it from hitting us?
Yeah.
When I think about Palestine right now, right? When I think about what's going on with the Israeli conflict, right, against the Palestinians, right? And we talked about that too. And it's crazy how God does things though, right? Because we go into these topics, right? Just gathering information, right? We hear about something on the news, and then we say, we know, me and you, we have our conversations, and we know that it's BS. We know that there's more, right? And we feel an inclination to really go into it, and that's what we do. And we go into the studies. We go and we seek more information, and then we have our little episode and we talk, right? But then as time goes by, it's like, how God does things. Like we find out more things. Like look at, a couple of weeks ago we had we talked about Trump getting hit, and we didn't know. We were like, we don't know. But now we're seeing, and we're like, oh, okay, right? It's the same thing with the Israeli conflict. It's like the more and more I look into things, the more and more I see why Israel is just going how they're going against these people, bro. Because if you really know what I mean, like I said, there's a people out there that want to destroy you, and it's a known fact. There's evidence. I mean, manifestos, Hamas manifestos, and the things that they're saying against the Jews, which is like it's crazy, right? So it's just what stops that war and that crazy scale of war. Think about the people there in Palestine, how they must be feeling. They must be thinking it's the end of the world. You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
They must think that right now, right at this moment, that you and I, that we are all speaking right now at this moment, but in Philistine, right? In Palestine, excuse me, Philistine, in Palestine, they must be thinking this is the end of the world because of the sheer, madness and chaos of the war. And same thing in Ukraine, right? They must be feeling this is the end of the world. But we're just living life like normal, like nothing. People going to the beach, people are fishing, right?
Yeah.
And the nonsense that we go through. But like I said, man, it's just crazy, man. It's just we're living in real crazy times, man. And I'm just waiting for the things that I know is gonna happen and the things that we speak about, the deeper things, deeper subjects, right? Those end times when the war touches us, when the people when those enemies finally unite and they come against us. Just the other day, in Alaska, the U.S. Air Force, right, intercepted China and Russian planes flying over Alaska.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Joint together, Russian and Chinese planes doing military moon on in American soil. Just because it's Alaska doesn't mean that's not America. That's America.
Yeah.
That's a state. Mm-hmm. So imagine we look out for the sky right now and I see China and Russian jets flying over here. What a big just because it's the wilderness is not a big problem. What are they doing? What are they preparing for? You know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
What are they trying to see if they can get? Because I mean, they're all right. Real quick, people that are strategists and things, right? When they say how would America be attacked, they always talk about that attack coming from Alaska. Mm. All right, coming from there because there's so much wilderness there. There aren't a lot of bases over there, and in the Arctic, in the Arctic Circle down that way by Alaska. Now, that would be the perfect way for them to come through. They can control that and then come down. Come down just straight. Whoop. And I mean, any movie that even got fiction movies like Red Dawn and stuff like that, the attacks come from that way, the west, like California, but up like towards Alaska area down that way. The movie Red Dawn, I don't know if you ever seen it with the dude Thor. He like,
is it good?
So what happened in that movie is back in the day there was a movie called Red Dawn by Patrick Swayze. They redid the movie with the dude Chris Hemsworth, whatever he is, Thor, redid the movie. But back in the day, it was Patrick Swayze. So the movie with Patrick Swayze was that there's a bunch of kids in Oregon. All of a sudden, they look up and there's parachutes dropping from the sky. And there's Koreans dropping, North Korea is dropping, and they take over the one town. You know what I'm saying to you? And of course, they lead a revolution and get, and do all this crap, right? But they remade the movie Red Dawn, and that's how the attack happens. So even though it's fiction, even though it's a movie, what I'm trying to get at is that a lot of times Hollywood hits us with a fiction. We think it's fiction, but it be some shit that's really could happen, and it could really, you know what I mean? And we see it. Yeah, The Simpsons,
plenty of times too, man.
Yeah, brother. Yep.
But we are living in crazy times. Spiritual warfare is it's real. You have that your one-on-one with Los too. If you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. One-on-one with Los on YouTube. He was talking about spiritual warfare. So, but like I said, living in crazy times. So stay prayed up. It kind of feels good to be able to come from a crazy hood to mentally prepare you for this crazy ass world,
Oh yeah.
Because it can get really crazy and you really have to be maneuvered strategically out here,
I think it'll be I think maybe right we think about sometimes people that are probably, let's say, in somewhere that's crazier than where we came from. Let's just say, because they are crazier hoods than where we came from, right? Let's say somewhere like Detroit. Let's say that craziness over there, right? Yeah. Let's just say in our heads, right? Like, damn, I just lost my train of thought. Anyways, like let's say, we probably get down like, damn, why do I have to be born in this area? Why was I born in Compton? Why did I have to go through this stuff, right?
Yeah.
You never know what God is preparing you for.
True.
You never know, like you're saying, right? Exactly how you just said. It makes a lot of sense. Like, hey, man, maybe all that stuff that we for a reason.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, everybody, man, thank you for. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining us, man. Don't forget, everybody, please like and subscribe, man. Help us, man. Get the word out on Conversations with Los, man. Like, you know, man. Well, anyways, those who have been with us, man, we appreciate you guys, man. We love you guys, man. And once again, man, I want to thank you. Have a blessed week. I hope everyone, everyone blah 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 blah. What the heck? Do it again, bro.
Yeah.
So anyways, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Man, thank you. Those who've been following us, we appreciate you guys, man. We love you, appreciate you, man. Continue, man, to like, to share, do all the good stuff, man. Help us get the word out with Conversations with Los, man.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's about it.
Yeah, man. Take care. Until the next one. See y'all.
You gotta take the hits and bruises as you walk amongst the jungle. The breakdown, they gon' break you as long as you never stumble.